Unknown person has been harassing my husband and I. Now they have my old nudes. Hi everyone. I don't know where to start, but I need to share this unsettling experience. Back in March, I began receiving text messages from an unknown person using different numbers. When I tried to look up these numbers, nothing came up. The first messages were relatively innocent compared to what was to come. They included inappropriate pictures that seemed to be pulled from the internet. One even had a watermark. The sender would say things like, "I miss you and I'm visiting town." I only replied with, "Who is this?" and didn't hear back. Then in May, the messages escalated. I received more inappropriate pictures and the sender claimed they were in town and wanted to take me to dinner. I played along for a bit, hoping to uncover their identity. Every time I asked for their name, they dodged the question. I thought maybe it was someone from my past, so I mentioned that I was now married and wouldn't be going to dinner. When it became clear they wouldn't reveal anything, I blocked the number. Almost immediately, this person began texting my husband, sending aggressive messages like, "I used to be with your wife, and I will be again." It's important to note that my husband's phone number isn't available online. No social media, no company website, nothing. So how did this person find him? I decided to unblock the number and ask the sender to stop. Instead, they sent me an address, telling me to meet them at an Airbnb. In a moment of heated frustration, I told them I was coming, but my husband went there instead. I know it sounds crazy, but he's a big guy, 6'8", and 250 pounds of muscle. When he arrived at the address, which was a nice single-family home, I told the sender to meet me outside because I didn't want to go inside a stranger's house. My husband knocked on the door, and when the guy opened it slightly, he quickly shut it upon seeing my husband. He got a good look at him, but the description didn't match anyone I had ever dated, just a generic guy. The texts continued throughout the day until I finally told the sender I was going to the police. The next day, the person started texting me again, saying they were thinking about me. I asked who they were, but they avoided the question again. I blocked the number, thinking it would end there. But then they began sending my husband old nudes of me. I was shocked. How did they get those photos from over 6 years ago? I didn't believe the person texting me was someone I had sent the nudes to. My ex and I ended things on good terms, and while I no longer live in the same town, my brother runs into him occasionally, and they're friendly. I reached out to my ex, asking if it was him and pleading for him to stop. He replied saying he no longer had any photos of me, that he was happily married, and he didn't know who my husband was. He's older and not very tech-savvy, which made me wonder if my Snapchat had been hacked. I called the police and filed a report. The officer was disturbed by the situation, but explained there wasn't much they could do, especially since the person was likely using an app like WhatsApp. To make things even more concerning, the day before, someone attempted to wire money out of my husband's bank account. He had also started receiving an unusual number of spam emails. We've since changed our passwords. I'm curious if anyone else has experienced something like this, or has any advice. It's been a really unsettling time for us.